So here are the real biases. By and large, and it depends which outlet you're talking about. Obviously, MSNBC is biased to the Democratic Party, not a liberal bias, not a progressive bias, but a Democratic Party bias. Fox News is biased towards the Republican establishment. But by and large, you have, whether it's CNN or the nightly news, you have a bias towards, number one, the establishment. So you don't go further to the left on the spectrum than what the Democratic Party allows you to do. So there is no real progressive voice. There is no real liberal voice. It's just a bias towards the establishment, what the two parties say. You report what they say and nothing else. A bias towards sensationalism, which is why you sprinkle in stories about reality TV stars and whatnot in the middle of actual news. And a bias towards neutrality, which means, again, the Republicans say X, the Democrats say Y. You guys decide which one is correct. Let's move on to the next story. So no onus on facts or history or reality or putting things in context and having perspective and nuance and detail. Just here's what the establishment says. Let's go. Let's move along here. So those are the three real biases in the media. If it was a liberally biased media, you would hear about all the things I just laid out for you. And also, let me say this, to further increase my vulnerability. I wish that was the case, because as Stephen Colbert said, reality has a well-known liberal bias. You know, if you look at the civil rights movement, I don't think it's just a matter of opinion that MLK was right and the racist Alabama sheriffs were wrong. Bull Connor was wrong. No, I think that's just true. I don't think it's liberally biased to say, oh, that guy's the good guy and that guy's the bad guy. By the same token, to point out these policy issues, Glass-Steagall, income inequality and how to fix that, I think that's just true. You can categorize it as liberal, but it also happens to be true. So I wish the media was like that, but clearly it's not.